Hey everybody, it's Marcia from Oil Me, and we're going to continue on releasing emotional patterns with essential oils. And we are into the section called mental versus emotional. Let's see how this turns out. And I want you to ask questions. I want you to write your questions in the comment section so that people can help answer them and I can help answer them. And we can find out, let's make this fun. Let's make this a fun way to improve ourselves in the process. What sense do you ultimately rely on? You know, the senses. There are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What sense do you ultimately rely on? Mental or emotional? I guess I made a mistake. Mental or emotional, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is often your first impulse or your strongest influence. When faced with a difficulty situation, do you rely most heavily on your ability to think it through logically or mentally, or your gut feeling and how you handle your situation emotionally? Tell me in the comment section. Are you more mental or more emotional? Emotional is having a gut feeling and you're listening to yourself. That first instinct, your gut feeling, or logically. To me, I have the gut feeling type thing. If I feel like something like intuition, that's me, the gut feeling type thing. What type are you? Comment below. And that's something you should be able to do with confidence. So let's see some of those people who watch tell me, because I want to see how many out there are like me. And if you're not, that's fine too. We're all individuals and we're all different. Okay, the words and statements below are attributes of each sense. And choose the one that best reflects your basic nature and or tendencies. Think, okay, this is mental. Think and opposite of mental is emotional. Think is mental and feel is emotional. Rely on your mind is mental. Rely on your feelings is emotional. Logic is mental, or gut feeling is emotional. Focused is mental, or let it be is emotional. To the point is mental, or expansive. When you're expanding, that's emotional. Linear is mental, or random is emotional. Peace is mental, or warm fuzzies is emotional. Ambition is mental, or commitment is emotional. Passive is mental, and brief is emotional. Drive is mental. I'm not talking about driving. I'm talking about like a drive. Something you want to get something done. That's a drive. Mental, or action is emotional. My initial response is to think first and feel later. That's mental. My initial response to situations is to first feel first and think about it. Then think about it. That's emotional. These might help you figure out whether you're mental or emotional. Please comment mental or emotional in the comment section on which one you are, because that's what we're doing today. So, at home, I respond best to responsible requests. That's mental. At home, I respond best to direct requests. That's emotional. I tend to approach my feelings and those of others I tend to approach my feelings and those of others from a detached and a topical point of view. That's mental. I tend to become immersed in feelings, both mine and others. That's emotional. I prefer conversations to be logical, orderly, and non-emotional. That's mental. I prefer conversations that deal emotionally with issues. That's emotional. My dominant sense is mental. That's mental. My dominant sense is emotional. Emotional. Are you more mental or emotional? Or emotional who doesn't display feelings? Maybe I'll go ahead and do physical versus spiritual today as well. Okay. Do you, sorry, do you relate or identify more with your body or your spirit? Are you a spirit with a body or a body with a spirit? If you identify mostly with your body, your reality is closest associated with your physical body, strength, and physical presence. If you identify mostly with your spirit, your reality is characterized by intuition and physical caution. People with a strong spiritual connection often approach unfamiliar situations and physical experiences with caution, while physicals jump right in. Select the words you are most attracted to and the statements that best describes your natural tendencies. Okay. Sturdy or fragile? Sturdy is physical, fragile is spiritual. Ground or air? Physical is ground, air is spiritual. Solid or delicate? Solid is physical, delicate is spiritual. Earth or sky? Earth is physical, sky is spiritual. Literal or ethereal? Ethereal. And literal is physical, ethereal is spiritual. Scientific or magical? Scientific is physical, magical is spiritual. Anchored or floating? Anchored is anchored is physical and floating is spiritual. Visible or unseen? Physical is visible is physical and unseen is spiritual. Environment or universe? Environment is physical, universe is spiritual. Grounded or flexible? Grounded is physical and flexible is spiritual. Tangible and invisible? Tangible is physical and invisible is spiritual. Manifestation and idea? Manifestation is physical and idea is spiritual. Sensory and sensitive? Sensory is physical and sensitive is spiritual. Precise and conceptual? Precise is physical, conceptual is spiritual. Factual or initiative? Factual is physical and intuitive is spiritual. I prefer life to be orderly and straightforward. I prefer to hear a new idea several times before I try it. I go from the details to the big picture. I am a body with a spirit. I'm physical. I prefer life to occur with a natural ebb and flow. I enjoy trying new ideas and concepts immediately. I go from the big picture to the details. I am a spirit with the body. Spiritual. Is your dominant trait physical or spiritual? Select the one that reflects your best childhood nature. So that is it for today. Tomorrow we'll talk about the dominant traits. I hope you're enjoying this. This is very interesting to me. And let's see what yours are in the comment section. So I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, God loves you, and so do I.